I apologize, everybody. We had some sound issues. Got it working now. Big swing by Butler. Miles Butler, number 1, coming in at the center field position. Fouls the second pitch off. Now an 0-2 count to Butler. Finley Albert recording 12 pitches so far this inning. Has the 41 pitch limit before you have to take 36 hours rest. Third pitch comes in high for a ball. With this being an elimination game, you have to structure your pitching a little bit different. Ball sails low, allows the runner to advance to second. Evens the count at 2. Ball comes in just a little high, makes the count full with the runner at second. In scoring position, Butler going to be protecting the plate, trying to see if he can advance the runner in scoring position. Busts the ball back up the middle. Runner advancing home, going to be play at the plate, and he's going to be ruled out. And that will bring an end to the first inning. After a big play at the plate by Louisiana to not drive in the run, catcher's going to be a little shaken up after the end of the play. Seems like he's going to be all right. After a huge play by Louisiana, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the bottom of the first as Louisiana goes to take their first at bat. All right, welcome back, everybody. After an incredible relay to the plate, Mason Berneman's able to get Beckett Miller out to record the third out of the inning and keep Tennessee scoreless in the top of the first. And so now Louisiana has a chance to put on some runs themselves. They will line up this way, and their batting order will be Isaac Kelly, number 47, number 35, Ashton DuBois, number 1, Bentley Albert, number 17, Jared Craig, number 7, Corey Coleman, number 25, Caden Crooks, number 21, Mason Berneman, number 9, Levi Futrell, number 18, Bryson Otwell, number 3, Jace Mott, and number 14, Justin Sayer. Pitcher for Tennessee, throwing his last warm-up pitch there, Dakota Solway. First pitch by Solway. Comes in high, but gets a big swing by Isaac Kelly. Isaac Kelly wearing number 47. Have to think it might have to do with Big Tommy Tanks, Tommy White of LSU, as he sees the second pitch for a strike. Makes it 0-2 for Solway. Hit back to his shortstop right underneath his glove. And that'll lead the first batter for Louisiana on base for a single.
Now about number 35, Ashton DuBois.
Now that brings up number 35, Ashton DuBois, playing second base today for Louisiana. Du Bois shows bunt, lays down a pretty one. Back to the pitcher, and will record the first out, but does his job of advancing Kelly to second base. So now we have a runner in scoring position for Louisiana.
Now bat number 1, Bentley Albert.
That will now bring up number 1, Bentley Albert, the pitcher. Albert sees the first pitch for a strike. The rest of the outfield for Tennessee is Grayson Cruz at catcher. Max Parker Dixon will be playing first. Kason Holt at second base. Jace Martin at third base. Beckett Miller at shortstop. Second pitch of the bat is a ball. Left field will be Miles Thompson. Center field, Miles Butler. And rounding out right field will be Lucas Prater with the Easton A's Eves and Jax Templeton to sub in a little bit later. He's third pitch for a strike, makes it now a 1-2 count, 1 out, with Kelly on second base. Ball put in play. Great play by Miller to come and catch that ball. I mean, a couple of diving bodies and they kind of collapse on each other, but Miller nonetheless comes up with the catch and records the second out of the inning and keeps Kelly at second base. That now brings up number 17, Jared Craig, the shortstop for Louisiana.
Jared Craig.
Sees the first pitch for a ball. Second pitch comes outside, also for a ball. Makes a 2-0 count. 2 outs now for the shortstop, Craig. Corey Coleman on deck. Comes off the base of the bat. Going to be a play at first, but not in time as Tennessee's able to record the third out and end the inning with no runs coming across. They'll come back for the top of the second as Tennessee will look to drive in a run themselves. We'll be back after this. All right, we're back as Albert starts to throw his last warm-up pitches. Getting ready to see Jason Martin, Kason Holt, and Grayson Cruz be our first three batters of this top of the second inning. Albert's coming into this inning with 16 pitches already thrown. Tennessee last inning got a A lot of big hits right up the middle, and just not able to capitalize with that last runner in scoring position as big play at the plate, and Louisiana got a big out there to end that inning. They're going to look to strike big here in this top of the second now. Wind blowing straight out of the park so far. Ball popped up to the second baseman, and he will make a play on it. And that will be the first out of the second inning. First pitch comes in low to Cason Holt, the second baseman. Second pitch. Able to hit the zone, makes it 1-1. Pokes one over the second baseman's head, and that'll give him a single. That'll be the first hit of the second inning. Hit by Cason Holt, and that'll bring up number 15, Grayson Cruz, the catcher for Tennessee. Grayson had a lot of big hits in his last game. Going to get a move over at first, not in time. First pitch comes in high to Cruz. Second pitch is a strike. Now 1-1 with one out. .22 pitches now for Albert. Big hack by Cruz makes it a 1-2 count. That pitch just started on the inside and kind of came across and got a big swing out of Cruz. Another move over to first, not in time, as Holt is still safe. Runner tries to advance to second, is safe after the steal. Kind of a late jump there, but safe nonetheless. So now it is a 2-2 count with a runner on second. Pitch comes in low for a ball, makes it a full count now to Cruz. Lucas Prater on deck for Tennessee. Strike three looking to Cruz, makes it 2 outs now for Louisiana. Like I said, now that will bring up Prater, as Holt is still in scoring position for Tennessee. First pitch kind of floats in there, able to get a pop-up and just drops in between the infield. Going to send the runner home, and he's going to be safe. And that'll go down as an RBI single for Prater and put Tennessee on the board first. 1-0. Miles Thompson, number 3. Now up to bat for Tennessee. Sees his first pitch high for ball 1. That pitch comes in behind Thompson over his head for ball 2. And so now we see Easton Eves make his way over to the on-deck circle for Tennessee. Thompson shows bunt. Pulls back for ball 3 as it sails outside. Three-0 count now to Thompson. Albert now at 30 pitches. Thompson shows bunt again. Gets out of the way as he will advance to first on a 4-pitch walk. And we'll see Easton Eves, number 32, up to bat with Jax Templeton to head on deck.
Now batting number 32, Easton Eves.
Albert getting a little close to the pitch count limit. Ball flown out to left field. Left fielder gets on it, gets under it, and he's able to record the 3rd out without too much damage coming across after a few base runners. Two get left stranded for Tennessee, but only one comes across as it is now a 1-0 ball game as we head to the bottom of the second with Louisiana back up to bat. All right, welcome back. Dakota Solway throws in his last warm-up pitch to Grayson Cruz as we get ready for Louisiana to return up to bat. We're going to see number 7, Corey Coleman, be the leadoff man for Louisiana here with Caden Crooks and Mason Berneman up to bat this inning. First pitch by Dakota. It's that outside edge and for a strike. Makes it an 0-1 count. Quick work. Second pitch just loses that one. Gets away from him. Makes it a 1-1 count. Third pitch also going to be a ball, looking to work that outside edge as much as he can. So far, all 3 pitches have gone towards the outside. That one hits the top of the zone. Makes it even at 2. 2-2 count to Coleman. Dakota working quick. Ball goes past the second baseman. It's going to go all the way out to the fence. Coleman's going to try and go for second and is going to get there safely. Leadoff double for Louisiana. As a ball that was kind of a liner that just got past the second baseman, rolls all the way out to the fence and allows a double for Louisiana. And now we will see Caden Crooks be the batter for Louisiana. That pitch comes in over his head for ball 1. Dakota only at 17 pitches so far in this game. His second pitch. It's fouled out. Makes it even at 1s. Looked like Crooks was just a tad early there and pulls it pretty foul. Got under it quite a bit as well. Now the 1-1 count. Dakota's get set. That pitch comes in over his head as well. Makes it 2-1. Dakota's pitches have a lot of cut in. They kind of start on that inside edge and then work their way out. As that pitch gets fouled back. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one that sailed over his head a minute ago, it looked like it was going to hit him, and then it just kept on cutting in, and it almost hit the zone. Nonetheless, 2-2 count now. 2 Crooks, the right fielder. Dakota, big swing and a miss there for the strikeout. That will be out number 1. We'll bring up Mason Berneman, the catcher.
Now batting number 21, Mason Berneman.
Mason up to bat now with number 99, Levi Futrell, on deck. First pitch comes in low. Makes it 1-0. Berneman looking over for a sign from its third base coach. That pitch is top outside corner for a strike. Like we've seen a lot, Dakota's wanting to work that outside edge. Ball popped. Back foul. Makes it now 1-2 count. Still with 1 out. Coleman on second base. And now brings Dakota's pitch total to 24. Ball outside makes it 2-2. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. Gets popped right into the gap. Into left center. That's going to allow a runner to come in and score and be a big RBI double for Mason Berneman. That evens our score now to 1 apiece. And we've got a tie ball game here in the second inning. Huge hit by Berneman. That pitch just kind of sailed in by Dakota, and he hit it in a gap where nobody was. Wind just kind of carried it a little bit more and went all the way out to the fence and allowed a big-time double for Louisiana. Ball gets away from Cruz and allows the runner to advance to third on a 1-0 count with still only 1 out. Levi Futrell, the first baseman, is up. Looking to add an RBI to his stat sheet as well tonight. That one's going to be fouled back. Making it even at 1. Bryson Otwell, the on-deck man. Foul tip for a strike. Makes the count 1-2. The winner of this game will play tomorrow at 2 o'clock on field 10. They will play the loser of the Texas-Georgia game, happening later tonight. That pitch comes in high, makes it even at 2 apiece. That pitch comes outside and low. Makes it full now, 3-2. Futrell looking over at his third baseman, getting in some signals. Ball hit out to right field. Right fielder gets under it. Play at the plate now. Not going to be in time as they don't even get it to the catcher. Stays in the infield. But Louisiana puts on another run and makes it 2-1 after a sacrifice fly by Levi Futrell. Bringing up Bryson Otwell, the left fielder. Going to get a meeting on the mound. And we're going to get a pitching change for Tennessee. Dakota will be moving to shortstop. Looks like Miles Butler will be the new pitcher coming in for relief. Max Parker Dixon will take over in center field, and that will move Beckett Miller over to first base. So Dakota finishes with the 1 2/3 innings pitched. 2 earned runs. With no runners left on base to be added to his name. And so Tennessee will now rely on Miles Butler to get this last out and kind of eat up some more outs in the future as they look to put up some runs themselves in the next coming innings. First pitch by Butler. Sails in high and inside for a strike. Second pitch popped up. Tennessee able to grab it for the final out as Butler comes in, only throws 2 pitches for his final out. And now Tennessee will have a chance to answer as they come back for the top of the third. We'll be right back after this. All right, we're back, top of the third. Louisiana grabbed that 2-1 lead in the bottom half of the second. So now Tennessee will look to answer. Jax Templeton, the 11 hole, will look to be that driving force to begin this top of the third as he takes a big swing for the first strike of the inning. Brentley Albert still the pitcher for Louisiana with 32 pitches. That pitch comes in low. Now 1-1. Templeton, Dakota Solway, and Max Parker Dixon due up this inning for Tennessee. That one sails over second baseman's head, and that will be a leadoff single for the 11 hole. Jax Templeton. And now that will bring leadoff man Dakota Solway to the plate. Dakota started on the mound for Tennessee, now has moved to the 6th hole as a shortstop. That one goes over his head. Got to allow Templeton a chance to advance to second on that wild pitch. Now they're running and score. Now there is a runner in scoring position for Dakota Solway.
Pitcher Bentley Albert has 36 pitches.
That one fouled back. Makes it 1-1. Albert now at 37 pitches. We'll see what the Louisiana coaching staff chooses to do after he reaches that 40 pitch mark. Coach Frankie Coleman, the head man of the Louisiana roster. That pitch just a little high for the home plate umpire. Makes it 2-1. That pitch popped up. Got to get out of play, though. Going to come right on top of us. Makes it 2-2. To Dakota. Now 39 pitches for Albert, so we'll see if this is his last one or if they'll extend him and think that he's their guy going forward and will help Louisiana advance on further. 2-2 count. Going to get a pickoff move to second. Not going to be in time. As Templeton gets back there. That pitch going to be fouled away as well. So stays 2-2 now at the 40 pitch mark for Albert.
Number 1, Bentley Albert has 40 pitches.
So we've made the announcement of the 40 pitch mark, and we do not see any coaches coming out to grab him. So we'll see Bentley continue from here. That pitch sails high, makes it full. 3-2, no outs. Runner at second. That pitch sails wide. That will be a walk, but also allows the runner to advance to third on that wild pitch. And so now we have runners on the corners, no outs, with Max Parker Dixon up to bat for Tennessee. And now we will see Coach Coleman make his way to the mound. You have to imagine it's just a talking to after allowing him to pass the 40 pitch threshold. So have a quick visit on the mound between the infield. Kind of talk about situations here. No outs, runners on the corners, if they could expect a bunt here per se, or what to do in certain situations about trying to make a play at home and other things of that nature. And so we'll see what Tennessee had to say on the other end of the helm with Max Parker-Dixon now up to bat. Let's see if they have any trickery in play. Could see the runner at first moving. And we will. And they will let him advance to second without a throw. So now it's an 0-1 count to Parker-Dixon. Runners on second and third. Second pitch comes in for a strike. Parker-Dixon starts 0-2. After that meeting on the mound, Albert's come in and thrown 2 back-to-back strikes. Little chopper, gonna end up foul. Count remains 0-2. All right, 0-2. Albert with the pitch. Another chopper to first base. He's just going to run and tag his base, but that will allow the runner to come in and score. And we got a tie ball game once again. Tennessee putting up their second run, evening it 2 apiece. 1 out though. Runner did advance from second to third, and so now 2-2 ball game with Beckett Miller now at first base. Up to the plate for Tennessee. He will see that first pitch low and away for a ball. Flag's blowing towards left center now. That pitch comes in over Miller's head. For ball number 2. Hopper comes set. Big swing from Miller. Makes it 2-1. Like I mentioned in his first at bat, Miller, the only player with a home run on this field in this tournament. So definitely no doubt about the power that he has. Sees the 4th pitch of the at-bat for a strike, makes it even at 2s. 2-2 count to Miller with runner at third base, being Parker-Dixon. Puts the 1 in play. Back to the pitcher. Pitcher not able to get it. And he will be safe at first and bring in the run. Tennessee now takes back the lead 3-2. Still only 1 out. So now that will bring in our new pitcher for Tennessee, Miles Butler. First, we see a meeting on the mound for Louisiana as they will look to make a change at pitcher. Looks like we'll be seeing number 35, Ashton DuBois, take the ball on the mound. Albert visibly upset with himself out there in the field. So we'll see Ashton DuBois play pitcher. It seems like we're going to have a swap for swap as Albert will take second base and leave the rest. As DuBois finishes up his warm-ups, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the remainder of the top of the third. we have a little bit of a change, and we're having a little bit of a discussion between the umpires to see if this will go through. It was originally Ashton DuBois warming up on the mound to be the pitcher, but now we see Corey Coleman taking some warm-up pitches, and so we're having to see what's going on. It doesn't appear that Bentley Albert's on the field at all anymore. Or no, he's at third now. And so we'll see. We'll finish this meeting with the umpires and see if this pitching change will go through. Coleman still warming up as if he will be the pitcher for this next inning. Or for this next batter, excuse me. As we're still in the top of the third after Tennessee put up 2 runs in this inning. Now we're seeing Boy run in and talk to him. Coleman still staying loose. And so now we will get a discussion with the head manager for Tennessee between the umpires and the rules official. And he steps away, but we still do have a meeting going on. The umpires are going to come back out, and looks like they will allow the change to stand. So, Corey Coleman is now your pitcher. DuBois back over at second. And Bentley Albert is now at third.
Now batting number 1,
Miles Butler, been waiting for a little bit now. Finally up to bat for Tennessee. Sees that first pitch for a ball. All that waiting around and pitching changes could get in the head of Butler, and so, but nonetheless, it's brought Coleman to a 2-0 count now. 2-0, 1 out, runner on first. That pitch starts high and ends high for ball 3. Tried to drop it in the zone just there at the end. 3-0 count to Butler. Shows bunt, pulls back, and he will take base on balls to first base. Now runners on first and second
now batting number 7,
for Jace Martin. Jace chops that one foul. Second pitch comes in for a ball and makes it 1-1 count now. It appears Des Moines might have had some sort of injury that wasn't allowing him to pitch. Instead, that's why they allowed Coleman to stay through, coming in relief. Tennessee coach didn't appeal it, so Coleman's still on the mound. 2-1 now with this count. Runners on first and second. Martin pokes it into center field. It's going to get kind of by him, and that will allow the bases to be loaded after Martin's one-out single. So that'll bring up Kason Holt. Kason Holt over at second base for Tennessee tonight. A little bit of a move over there to third, trying to keep Miller honest. Finally does make the move and actually does make a throw over there. Corralled, though, by Albert. Saw that move earlier in the Florida and North Carolina game where they kind of faked that move and then did make the move, and it got away from the third baseman. Allowed the runner to come in and score. First pitch into Holt. Ball low. Coleman's coming in, already thrown 9 pitches. As you see Cruz make his way over to the on-deck circle. Holt pokes that one up into center field. He's going to catch it, but not before the runner on third tags up. We're going to have a play at third, and he's going to be called safe. And so now we have runners on the corners, and it's now a 4-2 ball game for Tennessee. Tough play there at third. Kind of a late jump off of the fly ball, and so really tough play and tough call there by the umpire. Results in another run, and Tennessee still alive with 2 outs. Here in this top of the third, you're going to see the runner go on the first pitch being a ball, and so now we have runners in scoring position on both sides, at second and at third. So now it is a 1-0 count to Cruz. Cruz, big hack at that one. 1-1. Now the count for Tennessee. Looks over at his coach, telling him to keep his eye on the ball and look for it and put it in play. That one stays high and is now 2-1. Coleman's looking to drop those in and just keeps it a little high each time, and so not quite getting that call, but that one does hit that outside edge, makes it 2-2. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Coleman's pitch. Going to be fouled back by Cruz. He stays alive in the at-bat. And Cruz, big swing and a miss, dropped by the catcher. Gonna have a play over at first. They will record the final out. And so now we will head to the bottom of the third. Tennessee strikes back with their 3-run inning. And so now we'll see what Louisiana can do to answer. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. We see Miles Butler come back on the mound for Tennessee as he only recorded 2 pitches in that last out of the second inning. This is the bottom half of the elimination side of the bracket, where the loser of this game, unfortunately, is eliminated. Winner moves on to play the winner of Texas and Georgia later tonight. Scheduled for 8 o'clock, most likely will be later, as there's been kind of some pushbacks to the game on the games on field 10. So stay sure to be tuned in for those, and looking for the winners of those games here at the 2024 Diamond Youth Baseball Division II Ozone World Series. Division I will be held next week. We will be looking forward to bringing you that coverage as well. So now we will see Jace Mott take the leadoff spot for Louisiana as he sees the first pitch for a ball. It'll be Jace, Justin Sayer, and Isaac Kelly, the guys due up here for Louisiana in this bottom of the third. Second pitch, big swing and a miss, as that pitch just kind of dropped in there from Butler. Third pitch, excuse me, drops in down the middle of the plate for a strike. Almost looks like a curveball the way that it dropped so much. That one, it spikes off the plate and behind Cruz's head, evens it up at 2 apiece. Working that outside edge again, comes outside this time. Full count. Ball popped up. Gonna get into center field for a leadoff single for Louisiana.
Now batting number 14, Justin Sayer.
So now we see Justin Sayer, number 14, come up. Guy in the last spot in the order. As we'll see the runner go to second base, and so Mott will have himself a stolen base, and now there's a runner in scoring position with a 1-0 count and no outs to Justin Sayer. Ball gets away from Cruz, and that'll allow the runner to advance to third. So now 2-0 is the count to Sayer, with Mott over there at third. Butler just kind of spiked a couple here lately, and so now we will see his manager come out and talk to him. See if we can calm him down, kind of see what is going on, make sure they understand they're all on the same page, and work from here. Quick meeting only between them. No need to get the catcher in the infield involved, and so very quick meeting. And so now we're back into action. 2-0 the count to Sayer. And that pitch drops in for a ball. 2-1. Now for Butler. Yes, for Butler. Gonna have a move over there at third. Not quite in time, as Jace Martin wasn't quite in position to make that play, but makes that move over there to keep the runner honest. He's gonna pop this one up to the shortstop, and he's gonna make routine catch for the first out of this bottom half of the third.
Now batting number 47, Isaac Kelly.
And so now we are back at the top of the order with Isaac Kelly, the center fielder. That one gets painted on that outside edge for the first strike to Kelly. Butler kind of doing what Dakota Solway was doing with working that outside edge. That ball is going to get behind Cruz, but we'll keep Mott over there at third. Doesn't allow him to advance with a favorable bounce off of this wall. So now we got a 1-1 count to Kelly. That pitch at the top of the zone gets Kelly swinging. Unable to make contact though, makes it 1-2. 1 out, runner on third. That pitch almost hits Kelly, coming inside on him, but misses him and makes it 2-2. Tries to hit that outside edge again, but count will come full after that ball. Butler now at 17 pitches total, and will draw a walk to Kelly. And so starting the at bat 1-2, Kelly comes back, and now there's a little bit of a pickle going on, and they get the runner at third. After trying to do some base running trickery, Kelly trying to advance to first, trying to throw him off, and they get the runner at third out of the play at the plate. But Kelly does advance to second there, so the runner is still in scoring position. But the runner that was closer in a more favorable position is caught out at the plate. Great job by the infield knowing what to do there, as Ashton DuBois is now up for Louisiana. Second pitch comes in low, makes it 1-1. Second pitch, a little high, or third pitch, excuse me, a little high. Makes it 2-1. 4-2, still your score. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Pitch going to come back up the middle, going to go off the pitcher's glove. Going to be a tough play at first, and that will allow the runners to advance to the corners. And so now that will bring up Bentley Albert to try and drive in a run. Bentley was the original pitcher for Louisiana in this game. Now over there at third, as Coleman took his spot on the mound. Pick move over there at first, not in time. Runner will be moving. 2 seconds off that pitch. Pitch does come in for a strike, makes it 0-1. A lot of steals so far in this tournament. A lot of people capitalizing on fast runners and base running opportunities, as that ball is going to sail into second baseman's glove. And that will be the third out. Louisiana gets some base runners, but not able to capitalize. And Tennessee comes off the field fired up for the top of the fourth, as they're looking to put up more runs for their squad and keep on rolling on in this World Series tournament. We'll be right back after this. Okay, so 17 is now on the mound for Louisiana as he gets a first pitch swinging to the shortstop, and they will record 1 pitch, 1 out here early for Louisiana. It's number 17, Jared Craig, who is now the pitcher. Coleman's back over there at third. Brentley Albert has moved over at shortstop. Thompson takes a big swing for his first at bat. Second pitch popped up. Foul and out of play for a foul ball. As we start to see the lights start to come on. And we see the call at third strike to Thompson to be the second out of the inning. Jared Craig has come in and made good work. Ball popped up, still in play for Owens, and a big collision, but an out recorded. So 3 outs, the inning will be over, but both players will go down a little shaken up as they're kind of figuring that out. We'll take a quick break and be right back after this. So Mason Berman comes off the field, a little shaken up, but able to walk off with a little bit of assistance. And so we will get a final ruling between the umpires on the decision of that final play, but believes that it will come down as an out. And so we will head to the bottom of the fourth with Louisiana up to bat. Where it will be Jared Craig, I believe, will be the leadoff batter for Louisiana, with Corey Coleman and Caden Crooks to hit after that. And so just kind of finishing some talks here. I think they're kind of letting Mason Berneman and Jared Craig kind of get things sorted out on their side and figure out if they're hurt or not, if they can continue playing. Obviously the safety of their health comes first before any of this does. So it is an official out. We will be heading to the bottom of the fourth. As Craig maintained possession of the ball as they endured that collision. And so while we wait on Craig and Louisiana to take their at-bats, we'll take another quick break, and we'll be back whenever they come back out for the bottom of the fourth. we're back as Tennessee has taken the field. Starting to get some warm-up pitches on the mound, get the infield a little bit loose, and see what Louisiana has in store as they're coming back after that kind of brutal collision, as we're seeing Craig walk the third baseline to kind of test and see if he might have a concussion. They obviously want to make sure that he is as safe and healthy as possible, and concussions are a very scary thing, and so they want to check on him and make sure that he's okay and that he's able to come back in, as he is the leadoff man for this inning. Mason Berneman still in the dugout, addressing his situation as well and trying to get him figured out also. But Craig is making some nice progression, it seems, as he's running up and down the line and putting on his gloves, and looks like he will be getting ready for his at-bat to start this bottom of the fourth. We get a thumbs up from the coach, as we will see Craig come in to be the leadoff batter. So I'll take a little couple warm-up hacks, and looks like we'll be ready to get on our way. You can tell he's still a little bit shaken up, a little maybe worn out or bruised from that collision, but ready to go nonetheless, trying to help out his team in whatever way he can. And so we will see Miles Butler still on the mound for Tennessee, 24 pitches to his name coming into this fourth inning, as we see his first pitch of this inning come in high for a ball. Ball gets past the glove of the third baseman, and Craig comes back after that big collision for a leadoff single for Louisiana. And we will get a pinch runner, it seems, for Craig. And so I'll give him a couple high fives coming off the field. So he will come out, and Albert will come in to be his runner. So Albert will be the man on first, with Corey Coleman up to bat. Coleman back at third base after his quick outing as pitcher. First pitch comes in for a strike. Albert runs on down to second and will be able to steal second easily, as it's now an 0-1 count to Albert with no outs. Pitch hits the outside edge. 0-2 now to Coleman. Pitch back to the first pitcher, He'll throw it to the first baseman and get the first out. Will allow the runner to get to third, though. So now there's one away for Caden Crooks. Pitch comes in low to Crooks. Butler now at 30 pitches. Pitch, high fly ball into left field. Gonna get past in a gap, and that's gonna allow a runner to come in. For Louisiana, big RBI single by Crooks. And it's now a one-run ball game as it's at 4-3 after that RBI single. And so first pitch, Crooks runs on over to second two and gets a big steal, as we do see Mason Berneman step up to the plate now, which is a very good thing to see after his collision. Seemed like he kind of took the worst of it in that collision earlier, and so to see him out there is really good to see. Big play by the second baseman to get that out. Really good play by the second baseman. Gets Berneman out. Does allow the runner to advance, though. So now another runner at third. 2 outs now. And it's number 99, Levi Futrell. So Levi up to bat now. Gonna look to bring in the tying run for Louisiana. And it looks like he will, as that ball sails over the center fielder's head. 1 run comes in. Futrell stays at first after that ball gets over over Parker Dixon's head. And that RBI single now ties the game. 4-4 in the bottom of the fourth. Bryson Otwell now steps up for Louisiana. Big move over there at first. Doesn't get him in time. First pitch to Bryson. Comes in, hits the bottom of the zone for a strike. Second pitch comes in low, makes it 1-1. Futrell staying over there at first. 2 outs. Butler at 36 pitches now. That ball's going to be popped up thigh.
Number 1, Miles Butler, you have 37 pitches.
And so now a 1-2 count to Butler. 37 pitches for him. Going to try and get out of this inning before he reaches that 40 threshold. That one gets fouled back as well. Count remains 1-2, runner at first. Jace Mott on deck for Louisiana. Hoping that Otwell gives him a chance to get in that bat here. Possibly drive in the go-ahead run. Otwell, it's a good crack of it to go foul off of the opposite team's dugout. Count remains 1-2. So 39 pitches for Butler. Looks at the dugout, hoping to get this last one done right here. Ball popped out to the left field. Gets under it. And a big sliding catch ends the inning. And most likely will end Miles Butler outing. But before reaching that 41 pitch mark, he'll come out as the Louisiana team comes in and ties the game up at 4 apiece. We'll return for the top of the 5th right after this. All right, and so now with the injury of the starting battery in the last inning, we're going to see a new battery come in. We're going to have Caden Crooks, man who drove in the tying run in the last inning. He will come up. So we'll see Caden Crooks be the pitcher, and for his catcher, we'll see Bryson Otwell be our catcher. Jared Craig will take a seat and rest up a little bit. All right, Fields over here at Coleman. And we will see Jax Templeton be the leadoff man for Tennessee. And so now we also see, with that injury, Jace Mott in left field. Justin Sayer in right field, with Isaac Kelly still in center field for Louisiana. And so we'll see how Tennessee adjusts defensively as well with their new pitcher. And so now we're going to have another meeting between the umpires. We're going to have a discussion about, I believe, some attire on the pitcher. He has something on his non-pitching arm that could be deemed as a distraction to the batter's eye, and so going to address that, see if he needs to take it off, and we'll figure it out from there as we get ready for the top of the 5th. Looks like we won't see any change. Just come in. So like we said, Jax Templeton now the man for Tennessee. He will be the leadoff guy. He shows bunt originally. First pitch will be called a strike. Second pitch comes in for a ball. So now count is even at 1. Third pitch of the at-bat by Crooks. Pitch floats in for a strike after he gets Templeton swinging. Fourth pitch fouled off. Templeton stays alive, keeps the count even, or keeps the count at 1 and 2, excuse me. Big swing and a miss. Results in the first out of the inning for Crooks as he comes in for relief. Able to retire the first batter. And so now we'll see the top of the order. Dakota Solway come in. Sees that first pitch come inside for him. Dakota now playing shortstop after starting the game as the pitcher. Ball hammered to left field. Gonna be over the left fielder's head. And it's gonna be a home run. Tennessee now responsible for the only 2 home runs hitting this ballpark, or hitting this field, excuse me, in this game. Beckett Miller being the first one earlier. And now we see Dakota Solway come in and get a big leadoff score for Tennessee. So now Tennessee has the go-ahead run on the board here in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up number 5, Max Parker Dixon. Sees that first pitch on his outside edge as we see the lefty step into the box. Second pitch floats in high to make it 2-0. Parker Dixon floats that one up, pops it up down the third base line, does go out of play. So now we'll be 2-1. Fourth pitch of the bat comes in on that outside edge for a strike. Makes it 2-2. With Crooks now at 11 pitches this inning. Ball over to the center fielder. He gets on it and records the second out of the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up Beckett Miller. All right, so now Beckett Miller up to bat for Tennessee. First hack fouls that one off, excuse me. So now it's 0-1, 2 outs. Nobody on base after the big home run by Dakota Solway. Sees the second pitch and fouls it back to the catcher. And so now it is 0-2. Crooks gonna look to get out of the inning right here. And gets a big swing. Crooks has a good inning, but just one big swing puts Tennessee up on the board once again. So it is now a 5-4 ball game with Louisiana back up to the bat. going into the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back after this. All right, we're back. Bottom of the 5th. Miles Butler comes back on the mound. 40 pitches to his name, and so Tennessee's going to look to hold him to it and see if he's the guy that can close them out and help them win this game and help them advance in this tournament. Again, the winner of this game moves on to face the loser of the Texas and Georgia game. We'll figure out which field that will be being played on here in a little bit. It was originally scheduled for field 10, but with some late games being played, might be moved over here to field 9, and so we'll get that figured out. Jay sees that first pitch for a strike as he swings at it. Sees his second one over there as he lines it over to the third baseman and records the first out of the bottom of the 5th. And so now Butler at 42 pitches. Sayer fouls that one back for his first pitch. Makes it 0-1 with 1 out. Second pitch, lined out to center field. He gets under it for the second out of the inning. And so now 2 down for Butler. 2 quick outs in this inning. Started with 40 pitches and records 2 outs with just 4. And so looking to make quick work out of this bottom of the 5th. But we return to the top of the order with Isaac Kelly, the center fielder for Louisiana. Big swing and a miss from Kelly as that ball comes in at the top of the zone. That one, a little dribbler over to first. Stays fair. And a big, quick inning for Tennessee as they will return to the top of the 6th. They're going to look to put up some more runs and trying to expand this lead and try and secure a win and look to move on to tomorrow. We'll be right back for the top of 6 after this. All right, so we'll see Mason Berneman come back out and play in the field again after that scary collision. So he's over at third base now with Bryson Otwell, still a part of the battery with Crooks. And so now Tennessee will look to put up some more runs. We have Miles Butler as the leadoff man for Tennessee. Butler's come in and pitched 4 1/3 innings so far. Or 3 1/3, excuse me, 3 1/3 innings after coming in for Dakota Solway. And so he's come in, made good work on the mound for Tennessee, and so he's going to look to help himself out here in this at-bat. Dribbler over to third base. Great play by the third baseman to record a quick first out for Louisiana. That's Mason Berneman over there at third base. So now we'll see Jace Martin up to bat for Tennessee. He hammers first pitch he sees, goes over to the shortstop, and he makes the quick play over to first. So 2 pitches, 2 outs for Louisiana, as Bentley Albert's able to get that ball over there to Levi Futrell. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. Brings up Kason Holt. See if he can change the tides for Tennessee so far. He takes a big swing and miss at that first pitch on the outside part of the plate. Second pitch comes in low, evens the count at 1. So now 1-1 to Holt, 2 outs. Nobody on base. Crooks, only 19 pitches thrown so far since he's come in. That ball put in play to the third baseman. He's going to get it over to there first. Able to make the catch, able to make the out. And now Louisiana has a chance to either tie it or walk it off here in this bottom of the 6th inning as they head down 1. Losing 5-4 so far. They come down to the bottom of the 6th. We'll see if they can make up that run right after this. All right, so a new arm on the mound for Tennessee now. It'll be number 20, Beckett Miller, coming in looking to record the save for Tennessee. He came in their last appearance when they played earlier today in their 2 o'clock game, and so he's going to come in and look to kind of finish out some innings for Tennessee. Look to see if he can close the door on this game and send Tennessee on to tomorrow. And so batting first for Louisiana will be Ashton DuBois. Sees the first pitch for a ball. Ashton does. Ashton been at second base all game. Sees the second pitch for a ball as well. 2-2 now the count to Ashton. As we see the sun starting to set here in Bossier City. That ball going to be poked out of play for a foul ball. Makes it 2-1. Pitch comes in, poked out of play again, evens the count at 2. Ashton up here, and then it'll be the 3 and 4 hole. Bentley Albert and Jared Craig coming up next for Louisiana. Miller with the pitch. Gets a big swing and a miss, but the ball is going to get away from the catcher. There's going to be a play at first. Not going to be in time, and so a drop third strike allows Ashton to get to first safely. So now a runner at first for Bentley Albert.
How about number 1, Bentley Albert?
Huge play there for Ashton. Striking out, but being able to get there back to first. Gonna have a little bit of a pickoff move over there. Keep him honest. He's in there safe. Albert steps in. Starting pitcher in this game for Louisiana. We see the third baseman crashing in case there was a bunt. Sees the first pitch for a strike. Hit and run situation. Ball gets past the second baseman. Allows the runner to get to third. We're going to have a runner at second, too. And so now 2 runners in scoring position. Puts Louisiana in a great position as they're looking to walk off this ball game against Tennessee and keep their hopes alive here in the World Series. And that'll bring up Jared Craig. Jared has been a huge time contributor in this game for Louisiana. Coming in and pitching, he got hurt in that collision with his catcher, Mason Berneman. Came back after that injury and got a single to get on for his team. And so he's back up to the plate now for Louisiana. Has a chance to bring in the tying run and the winning run with one swing. And so both teams know the circumstances. They have a little bit of meetings on each side. Meeting at the mound for Tennessee, and meeting at the plate for Louisiana. And so now it's between Beckett Miller and Jarrett Craig. First pitch outside. Craig gets Craig swinging. Makes it a 0-1 count. Miller gets set. Comes inside with it. Makes it 1-1. Pretty pitch there by Miller. Working both sides of the plate. That pitch just hangs in there, and it's going to be caught by the center fielder. We're going to have a tag by the third baseman, but it's going to be stopped by a cutoff. But he didn't tag up. And so he records the second out of the inning. He didn't tag up at third base. And Tennessee wisely throws it back over there And so it still remains a 5-4 ball game. Now a runner at second only. And so now it'll be Corey Coleman up to bat for Louisiana. The last hope with 2 outs. Down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. A great catch there by the center fielder, Miles Butler, to make that play, get it back into the infield, hit his cutoff man, and let them make a play out of it, and they did. A very smart Tennessee team. Pitch sails high and above Coleman's head. Great play there by Cruz to stop that ball and not let it get past him and allow that runner to advance. Second pitch. Big swing and a miss by Coleman. It's now a 1-1 count for Miller. That ball fouled back, and now Louisiana down to their last strike in this bottom of the 6th. The tide changed in this inning in a huge way after that double play. We'll see what Coleman can do here. Miller makes the move over to second, doesn't end up throwing it though, as nobody was there. Sets his sights back on Coleman at home plate. Gonna get a time called by both parties. 1-2 count. Ball popped up. In play. Oh, and it drops. And that's going to allow the run to score as he was running all the way around. We got a tie ball game. RBI single for Corey Coleman. So a tie ball game now, runner on first, 2 outs. And it comes down to Caden Crooks. Caden Crooks has come in and been huge in relief innings for Louisiana. And it's his job to make something happen at the plate now. He puts that ball in play, and it's just going to be a little blooper over to first. And so now we will go into extra innings with Tennessee up to bat first. They're going to look to put some numbers on the board and take home a victory here in Bossier City. All right, we're back now, top of the 7th, here in extra innings here in Bossier City for the 2024 Diamond Youth Baseball Division II Ozone World Series between Louisiana and Tennessee. Here on the loser side of the bracket, winner of this game will face the winner of Texas, or the loser, excuse me, of Texas and Georgia later this evening. And so we'll see that matchup after this game. After a huge wild turn of events in the bottom of the sixth from Louisiana, getting a costly double play, but then end up scoring the tying run off of a blooper that falls into just kind of a dead zone in between the infield and the outfield. And so here we are, top of the seventh, tied ball game, 5-5. We now see Levi Futrell take the bump for Louisiana. Throws his last warm-up pitch. And we'll see Grayson Cruz come up to bat for Tennessee, followed by Lucas Prater and Miles Thompson. Will be your 1, 2, 3 coming into this top half of the seventh. First pitch drops into right field. Oh, tries to make a play at first to try and get the runner out. Not in time though, and Cruz will get on base safely, and we will see a courtesy runner come in for him as he is the catcher, and that will be number 10, Kason Holt. So now Lucas Prater steps up to the plate for Tennessee. Shows bunt. Ball gets past the catcher, Otwell, after a stolen base attempt anyway. But now it's a runner in scoring position on second and a 1-0 count to Prater. Looking to put in some runs. That pitch gets away from as well. And that'll send Holt to third base. No outs. 2-0 count. And so Levi, since coming in, just hasn't quite found his zone just yet. Runners are taking advantage of it. Prater, big swing and a miss there on the outside part of the plate. Makes it 2-1. Levi asks for a new ball there. All right, 2-1's the count, no outs. Runner on third for Tennessee. Swing and a miss. Again by Prater. Evens the count at 2. That pitch is kind of floating in there on him and looks like a beach ball to his eyes. Want to swing at it. That ball just poked over to the shortstop. He's going to make a play over to first. He'll get the out, but not before Tennessee puts up another run, and it is now 6-5 here in the top of the seventh. So probably not exactly what Prater wanted as far as the hit goes, but gets the run in nonetheless. And so now we will see Miles Thompson come up to bat with 1 out and nobody on. First pitch takes the ball. Wind has started to die down as the sun has set as well. And so we'll see if those balls carry as much as they have been today. Thompson takes the second pitch for a strike, now 1-1. Third pitch, big swing and a miss from Thompson. Makes it 1-2 for Levi. Levi's pitch drops in the zone for a strike 3. Make it 2 outs now for Louisiana. That'll bring up Easton Eves for Tennessee. Looking to be another spark, driving some more base runners, driving some more runs before they give Louisiana the opportunity to hit again. Sees that first pitch on the outside part of the plate for a ball. Second pitch from Levi. Back up the middle. Played by the shortstop. Oh, not going to be able to be grabbed by Coleman. Eves will stay over at first, though, after the ball gets away from him. And so now we have a runner at first with 2 outs. And it is Jax Templeton. Jax Templeton, first pitch, fouls it out of play. And so it's now 0-1, the count. One to one, the count. Now to Jax. That hit by Easton, just kind of a slow roller that just got past the pitcher, and was a very tough play for Albert to corral and get over to first, and ended up getting out of Coleman's glove. And allows him another opportunity. Jax sees the 1-2 pitch there. And so now 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Looking to stay alive here. Big swing and a miss. Catcher holds on to it. And that'll end the top of the 7th. And Louisiana looks to stay alive as we head to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back after this. All right, we're back. Beckett Miller back on the mound again for Tennessee as he's coming in for relief again in this bottom of the 7th. 15 pitches to his name in this game, and so we will see Mason Berneman be the leadoff man for Louisiana, followed by Levi Futrell and Bryson Otwell as they look to continue this rally for Louisiana or put it into it themselves in walk-off fashion. An incredible back-and-forth game so far by both teams, and it's been a very fun game to watch so far. And it, of course, comes down to it's going to come down to a spectacular finish. First pitch low for a ball. Miller sets up for the second pitch. That ball just outside makes it 2-0. Berneman looks over to the third base coach. Get some signs. Third pitch, big swing. Makes it 2-1. That pitch hits the outside corner. And so now we are even at 2 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Mason Berneman looking to make something happen here. Big swing and a miss. Great pitch by Beckett Miller. Gets the 3rd strike. And now there's 1 down for Tennessee. That'll bring up number 99, Levi Futrell. Levi came in this last inning for relief for Louisiana. Made some good work, only gave up 1 run. He's going to look to help his squad continue to fight right here. Saw the first pitch for a ball. Puts the second ball in play. Going to get to the second baseman. They're going to make the play. 2 down now for Louisiana. Great play there from Holt to Parker Dixon. And now Bryson Otwell came in at catcher for Berneman after he got hurt. And he is the guy that they're going to look to keep the spark alive for Louisiana. Big swing and a miss. First pitch. 0-1 now. Second miss. 0-2 now. Louisiana down to their final strike. Beckett Miller's feeling it. He looks into his catcher. Sets up for the pitch. Ball gets fouled off. Otwell still alive in the at-bat. Let everybody get reset a little bit. Still 0-2 the count. 2 outs. Miller winds up. Just pokes it foul. Otwell fighting in this at bat, kind of just doing whatever he can to keep himself alive, keep his team in this. His team's a bunch of fighters. They're not giving up. And that pitch on the outside corner. And there it is. Beckett Miller with the strikeout secures the Tennessee win. Tennessee will be moving on to play again at 2 o'clock tomorrow. What an incredible game by both of these squads. And it came down to a great finish. What a fun game, what a fun way to end these two teams' nights. And we'll look to see Beckett Miller in this Tennessee squad again tomorrow. We'll be back here in just a little bit for the Texas-Georgia game. And so we'll see you in just a little bit right back here on Diamond Youth Baseball and Texas County Game Day. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in just a little bit.